Greetings everyone, this is Ronan Mac here, doing the next installment of my History of Gaming. I'm going to take a little break from the Total War series to another game I spent quite a bit of time playing, the Freedom Force. Boy, I picked this up around the same time as I got Rome Total War. Didn't know what it was, but it was dirt cheap at Best Buy. I ended up picking it up. I actually repurchased this like a year ago on Steam. It was like a dual pack with this one and the sequel, which I didn't even know existed. And it was like 33% of the original price for both, and couldn't pass it up. Ended up installing it recently and getting back into it. It's a heck of a lot of fun. Haven't really had any great superhero games. This one they've devised, you know, their own little universe. It's not Marvel, it's not DC, but once I got into it, they have pretty decent characters. It's all very campy, but it works. It's fun. It's not like I don't know, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games where it's basically just a walk around button masher. This is more of a superhero strategy game, similar probably to Final Fantasy Tactics, I guess would be the closest one. But you can see you got your characters there. You can recruit heroes once you get prestige points. The characters get experience, and once they go up a level, they get character points. They all have their backstories. This is just a little example here of El Diablo. He's one of my favorite heroes to play with. He's really powerful, but he burns through the energy quick because he's got pretty powerful attacks.
You've never even been out of this neighborhood. The world is grand, Ricardo.
Every time you recruit a hero or someone joins your team, you get the kind of the backstory of how they got their powers. And, you know, Diablo's kind of a street thug that turns into basically Human Torch, but just give you a flavor of what the backstories look like, and we'll jump into some actual gameplay here. So each level you start, it'll give you a little introduction to the story, what the mission's going to be.
I find it rather unsettling.
And the characters all talk.
I've used my advanced knowledge to modify its behavioral circuits.
Each
So now he's
character in this game is essentially derivative of, you know, a famous comic book hero that you'd seen. You've got Minuteman there on the right side. He's sort of your Captain America / Superman, you know, goody two-shoes, team leader kind of guy. And then we got someone dressed up like Minuteman, Robin Banks, and boy, he can't have that, can he? So we're gonna have to go find out what the story is with this guy.
There are energy X-blips appearing all over the city. Come on, team. It's time to unmask this impersonator. Well, lad, what are you waiting for?
Who, me?
Well, you are.
Yeah,
part of the
Liberty
team,
Lad,
aren't
you can join the team.
All right, for freedom.
I think Liberty Lad got a blood transfusion from Minuteman, and that's how he got his powers. I got this, the new version through Steam, and there was like additional heroes like the Blackbird there that weren't in the game,
I don't
boy,
much like copycats.
9 years ago or whenever it was when I
Gentlemen
first
will be
bought
kind
this
enough
one.
to
So
offer us some
she's
information.
pretty weak, but I don't know, it's different, so I figured I'd give her a roll and see. She's not that outstanding.
Boys.
And when you play this game, you'll see you have to pause all the time. Otherwise you're gonna lose. And sometimes, like in this case, you gotta split your team up. So you want to make sure you've got balanced teams or people that can support each other, at least working together. I mean, you could take these groups one at a time, but then it would take even longer to cut through. And then you can see it gives you the choice of what power you want to use. You can also adjust the power level, either just standard or take it up a notch, up 2 notches, or down 1.
These thugs seem
That's
stronger than any we've faced before.
That's the downside of El Diablo there. His radius attack sometimes blows himself or blows the whole team away. And that Inferno does a ton of damage to people because they fly through the air and then take additional damage when they hit the ground. So you can see there he is blown away because he hit the lamp post instead of who I was shooting at. But that guy's dead or knocked out, as it were. You can see the thug with the gun there. The guns actually do really small amount of damage. It's almost worse to get hit by a baseball bat than shot by a gun for whatever reason. That, and they tend to miss a lot. See, her little beam attack doesn't do a tremendous amount of damage either. And you can see they've got their the characters all have their health bar in the bottom, and the purple bar is their power energy level. That will regenerate depending on their each character's energy attribute. Certain powers take more energy, some take less, and then depending on the hero's ability, they'll regenerate energy faster or slower. And that's the downside of El Diablo, is most of his attacks take a lot of energy, and he's hot-headed. That's his attribute, so he tends to default to overpowering his attacks, and it'll deplete his energy bar. But see, there he goes, just automatically overpowering, so he'll shoot this one and be at 0 virtually. He's still worth it because he's so powerful, especially large groups like that. He can take out 3-4 guys at a time, especially these common street thugs like we're fighting here. You can see Minuteman and Liberty Lad versus thugs. They're going to win pretty quick because they're both really good brawlers. Actually, the second playthrough, I really hated Liberty Lad, but his taunt attribute helps in large groups because they'll go crazy and beat each other up. So he ends up being a little more useful than I initially thought. Heroes that can fly tend to be a lot more useful than those who can't, because they can get anywhere and they tend to move pretty quick. So I'm just going to grab the money and fly up there and punch that guy out. You can see Diablo's still well under half his energy. And I'm out of here. So now I gotta fly up the building. One little touch and that guy's gonna be done. He's got some buddies on the way. Blackbird can fly, but I haven't unlocked that ability in her yet, so she's pretty much stuck on the ground. I figure I'll jump down so she can get involved. And you guys are going to start wailing on her. So just, at this point, had just unlocked her, so she was pretty weak. But, so anyhow, the game in general, I mean, this is a 9-year-old game. I started playing it a week ago. I'm just about finished with the first one. I mean, it's 9 years old and it's still entertaining. It's not graphically amazing. Like I said, it's pretty campy, but it's still a lot of fun to play. And like I said, you basically, I mean, you pause with the space bar and you got to do that non-stop.
We've cleaned up all those ruffians.
Alright, beat
Good
up all the
work.
bad guys. When you start levels, you want to check around the map because there's always these little canisters of Energy X, which fell out of Mentor's spaceship as he escaped to Earth, which is how all these people got their superpowers to begin with. So it's sort of like a new hero universe. All these heroes were created and all these villains were created. And as you play, the story kind of explains where everybody came from and why they chose to be a hero or a villain, as it were. Now, because I looked at the map, I know there's an experience canister. Those are really useful because it usually will mean an auto level up for your heroes. And a kind of a trick I learned on the internet after I had finished playing was, instead of one person grabbing the canister, you can actually pause the game and make everybody grab it, and all 4 heroes will get the experience. Whereas the first time I played through, I just thought one person could get
Ready to serve.
experience, so that helps make your characters a lot more powerful. And Minuteman's gonna run away. So you just pause and tell everybody to use it, and they all get the experience boost. Gives you a lot more powerful team. You can see all 4 got bonus experience. The bad part about running around the city, I think you probably saw in the beginning when Liberty Lad got tagged by the car, but you tend to get run over all the time. They don't stop in time. I think they'd be more respectful of the Freedom Force who's defending them from evil. But, you know, they got to get to work and stuff, so. And you can pick up the, I mean, if you've got a strong hero like Minuteman or somebody, they can rip light poles off the ground and swing them like a giant bat. That's a lot of fun. The buildings can get destroyed. And there's a lot of missions where you have to protect buildings from giant robots or aliens or whatever.
Ready.
And we go through all that trouble to
Here's
bring the
the
bank
last
back
of
the
the
money.
stolen loot.
And then Minuteman gets arrested anyway. It's just no justice. He's such a clean-cut guy. You know, he could knock the cops out and run away, but
Why, what
he's
are
gonna
you
go
talking
along
about?
with them.
I'm innocent.
Hey, that's a
And
new
we'll
one.
just have to
Hands up,
crack
you
down the
costumed
imposter.
Minuteman, you can't go with them.
I must. If we are above the law, lad, what right do we have to
We're
fight
not above
crime?
the law, Liberty
It's
Lad.
the only way, son.
All right, all right. Tell it to the judge.
Oh, Minuteman, where are you?
Minuteman got pinched for bank robbery. The whole world.
Alchemist is another one of my favorites. She's got really high energy. She shoots like mystic bolts.
Jeepers. It looks like the only way to
And she
kill
regenerates
Minuteman
so
is to
fast
capture
she
that
can
cheap imitation.
fire like normal power pretty much non-stop, so she tends to be useful. And you can see we accomplished all our tasks, and then you gain however many prestige you end up using to recruit
Come on, boys.
other
let's
heroes.
clear this
But
place out.
that's just kind of a
All right,
flavor of
copycat.
Freedom Force.
It's time to face the music.
It's
Like I said, I
freedom farce.
reintroduced
Go
myself
get
to
'em,
this game about a
boys.
week ago. I'm
My
just
dust
about done
suckers.
with the first installment, so I might do a little touch on the sequel, which I have never played before, but it looks like it's similar style. A lot of fun to play, and that'll be Freedom Force. Thank you.